own. You know that Quiet Storm? You know what I mean? That old school radio.
And then, of course, we have.
Call me Super Soaker and Underground.
Yes.
My brand.
Yes, he's coming through. We're gonna hear what he got to say as well. You know what I'm saying? So today, y'all, I want to kind of start off with something a little, something that's going on in social media. Is going crazy right now. Everybody got their opinions about it. Hashtags.
Memes.
Yes, memes, absolutely. Rob and China.
Oh boy. Wow.
And just no. Okay, let's give a little backstory. Rob's in his feelings, and he's feeling some type of way, so he put her on blast with pictures and video and countless paragraphs of how he feels and things that happen. What would y'all do, or what would you have done in his shoes, or having a child with her and
All right.
and having things play
I got
out?
plenty
Yeah,
I
you
can
got
say
that.
about this, but I'm gonna try not to be long-winded. So, first of all, he should have let her to the community in the first place.
Facts.
The fact that he took her out of the community and expected to make something out of that in the first place is a problem.
Amen.
Like, he a sucker, basically. Like, bottom line is he a sucker. He would, like, whoever influenced him or whoever didn't influence him or tell him that was a bad idea, you're wrong. His parents failed him at some point. Because if he ended up in that situation in the first place, it's all on him, because it wasn't no secret. It's not like this is something new. If you watch TV or you watch anything that has to do with social media with her, then he would already knew that. So
Yeah, he was hit.
that's how I feel
He
about
knew
it.
it was good. I don't know, man. I feel like he's too emotional, honestly, because you knew she wasn't about nothing before he even got with her. So that's my opinion on it. Honestly, I wouldn't have done anything he did. That's too much. You gassing her up still. You know what I mean? She doing her own thing. He should be doing his own thing. That's how I feel. I understand she's the mother of your kid and all that, but he got it like that. You know what I mean?
Well, but in that case, if you're the mother, if that's the mother of your child, do you put her on blast like that?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I put on.
No.
I would. I would take a car. I do everything I have to do.
Come on.
That's what you would do.
Yeah, that's what I would.
Hey, we keeping
yeah.
it real here.
I'm keeping it 100, yo.
No, everybody
Hey,
is entitled. I'm not saying that's wrong.
hey, we had
I'm
a
not
joint
saying-
bank account. That shit would have been cleared out.
Oh,
all that stuff
that's
would
mistake number one.
Yeah, that would have been. I mean, everything would have been cleared out. If I had put money in our account, all that would have been gone. The car would have been repossessed. If I would bought the house, that would have been the foreclosed home. Everything.
He got the whole list.
Whole list.
He got
Hey,
the list.
it is what it is.
Say
Hey,
love
you
you.
made your own bed.
Yeah.
Look,
Right.
now you on the street.
I mean, you don't believe that it's possible for somebody to change their ways.
Oh, so what
It's
would
definitely
you do?
possible,
what would
but-
you do? How about that?
Yeah,
What-
yeah, Jim,
Are
what
you
you-
are you coming from her perspective or his?
Okay, number one, when it comes to children, I have a very strong opinion about that. You don't involve children in adults' business, period. So,
Right.
and now I understand he was upset and there were a lot of things going on in their situation, but I would look at the benefit, like in the long run, does that benefit my child to see, okay, my father and my mother going at it? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
they're gonna see that anyways. I mean, they see that in reality
They all
shows
have
all the
disagreement.
time.
I mean, you're absolutely right, but I'm saying like to blatantly just have the way it was put out there. You know what I'm saying? I just don't agree with that method. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I mean, I don't agree with the method because like I said, I feel some type of way about. Now, if they were just two single people going at it, okay, whatever, that happens.
See, I'm
but
always
they had
against
a
the
child,
social norms
so I kind of feel
anyways.
some type of way for the child.
So, I mean, if it's controversial, that's what I'm gonna do anyway. So, I'm gonna do the most
Obviously,
Oh,
with that
wow.
crown on your
I'm
head,
gonna
it's
do the
real
most controversial way possible to put her on blast. I'm gonna make sure everybody knows. You know, so
Okay.
so the next relationship, they already know. You know what I'm saying?
You're crazy.
Huh? No, I'm talking about for her.
What next relationship?
The next relationship that she get involved with. Hey, I'm gonna let them know beforehand. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
isn't she already with somebody else?
Yeah,
She's already-
he getting famous too. So you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah, he's
He's about to get a
getting
check
plenty
too.
of
So
followers.
he should be
gonna-
thanking
he gonna
he
get a
should be
check.
thanking me though.
He
You know, he
gassed
should be
up right
thanking
now.
me. Yeah, he should be thanking me for putting her on blast, helping him out.
Well, he put him on blast too. So I mean,
Yeah,
he
I'm
was just
saying,
boosting his. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's what I'm saying. He should be thanking me. I'm putting
they
money in
should-
his pocket.
But like they were saying, there was a point that was made that the sisters have done it in the past.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same. You know what I mean?
Good and
Like,
bad publicity is
Come on.
is
It's
all
the
the same.
Kardashians. What's
that's
new?
what I'm saying.
It's
I
all the
mean,
same.
He's
I mean,
doing
guess-
I guess the male side of it. I mean,
Hey, if you can get a check out of it, guess what?
Somebody getting paid.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I'm
it
saying.
doesn't matter.
Somebody
Paid,
getting paid.
dude.
Yeah,
Come
he
on.
getting
They're all
paid. Yeah, of course he
getting
getting paid. He getting bookings right now. I
It
guarantee he
sells.
getting bookings right now.
Yeah, that's definitely my side.
It's
It's
still-
all for publicity. You already know that.
right. I just hope like his, personality. Oh, hello.
Oh, we got a visitor.
Oh, what's good, bro?
That was good, man.
Um,
He lit right now though.
but I mean, his personality. I just hope like he seems a little bit. He always seems a little bit like on the
He's
edge, right? Like
soft.
unstable. So
He was an
He's
alcoholic
real
before, though.
emotional to me.
he really is.
Real
I did watch a
emotional to
couple
me.
of them shows. He was an alcoholic before though. So.
I mean, going from he was stuck in that. He was a smaller guy, good-looking guy. He gained some weight, kind of got depressed in the shadow of his sisters, probably. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, and then he just kind of became like a hermit. And then that's when Black China came along and
He was
pulled
like,
him
"Oh,
out.
she's showing me love.
Yeah,
She's
that's
showing me love." He was, oh man,
that's
Cupid
like
hit him.
remind me of like the Wedding Ringer or something like that. Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel bad for him, really, honestly.
I
Yeah.
don't.
He should know he has money. It's a part of the family. They all have money. You have to question whether or not somebody is with you for you or what you got.
No,
You
you're
already-
absolutely right. In that position in
Mhm.
life,
And he spent like $2
in
million
that
on her?
in that
Yeah,
position, but
like-
even now, people that aren't in that position, right? Even that status, that amount of money, that money bracket,
Mhm.
people are still getting, hustled for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What
at
can
that
you do
level,
for me, right?
at that level, it's gonna be. I mean, you got to question everybody who
It's
comes
just
at you.
amplified.
It
It's
is
just amplified,
times
'cause
a
he
mil.
got so
How
much
much is he
money.
worth? Times 3,
I don't
4,
know.
5,
I mean,
70
Something.
billion. I mean, 70 million type. I don't know how much they're worth, but I know collectively they're worth a lot.
Yeah, it's up
They
in
were-
like
they were common.
Oh, yeah.
300 million.
Oh yeah,
something
they're
like
they're
that.
they're up
Heard-
there. So
heard-
yeah, you always have to question people's like motives. Even people do love somebody, they're in the back of their head like, man, I love them, and it's so nice
And
that they have money too.
First of all, Tiger brought her
Oh,
out of
it's so
strip
nice
club
we can
anyway.
go on
Right?
any-
He brought
we
her out
can
of
go on
strip
any
club.
trips we want to go on. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I guess it is. I think it's just unfortunate. It's
You gonna get a couple checks now.
if they're
Mhm.
getting checks. I mean, I guess
She getting checked from
There you
Tiger.
go.
Unfortunately,
I just feel bad for the
things
baby.
happen to the fortunate.
hey, it says he's worth a estimated $6 million. I mean, that's what it's
That's
about.
enough.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
That's more than enough for
Well,
me.
that's his net worth.
Yeah, that's what they're
But
estimating.
how much?
it
How
at.
So
about
that's-
how about
All of the
them?
Kardashians?
Yeah, let's
Well,
see.
that means if he's
including his
net worth
family.
is
his
Oh,
father,
the
mom.
mom-
I don't
oh,
know.
That's not
Family
necessarily
wealth.
how much he make in a
See
year,
how
though.
much they are.
That's how much assets he have.
Oh yeah,
Let's
So
see.
he probably making more.
the checks and well, especially
Probably
for
a
his
mil.
son.
Probably a mil a year. He's probably making.
Did you see that one? There was a Twitter one where his mom was like, he was like, my mom told me.
Oh my God. the
My mom
family.
told me to stop,
Oh, the
but
family's worth
how
a
I'm
lot,
gonna listen
man,
to
'cause
somebody that was
the
married?
dad was a lawyer. That's what
many
started
times?
it.
No,
Before he
no.
died, he was already in it.
No, like there was he wrote something about because his mom was trying to tell him he needed to stop,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
he
you
wrote
don't
that
marry no
Twitter
hoe,
thing.
man.
No, it wasn't that. It was I'm talking about how he kept coming at her and was like, the mom was like, stop, and he's like, how am I gonna listen to somebody that was married to Caitlyn, married to a man named Caitlyn? I'm like, damn, he is savage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Savage.
Don't touch on that.
He is. In other words, just let him
is
be a
what it is.
man. If you want to talk about it, let him talk about it.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah. So their family net worth is over 450 million.
Yeah.
That's enough. He's got his little 6 million, but
How much?
As
How
a
much?
450 million.
450 million.
That's
And the mom
that
is
is
probably the
yeah.
is
talk about the
the top of
Kardashians.
the charts
Yeah.
because she's still getting the dad's money.
Mhm.
So
Okay, moving on to the next. I mean, this kind of flows into it. The next topic: can you forgive a cheater?
Yes.
Who want to take that first? Because
Listen, because it's always like, you forgive but you don't forget. Like you can't, because if you holding that grudge in your heart, it's not gonna do nothing but bring you down. Like you gotta eventually. For me, I feel like you gotta eventually just suck it up. You gotta move on. Because if you hold on to that, then how are you gonna move on to anything new?
Do you stay with them?
No, that's not what I mean by
asking,
forgive.
though.
I don't.
That's what
when I
I'm
say
asking,
forgive,
too,
I don't
though.
mean like stick with them. I mean like move on, but acknowledge it and let them know that, I understand that you messed up, but me and you are no more. But,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
don't
not
know.
gonna keep that on my heart.
I don't know.
No,
it would be a double
don't
standard for me
mistake
not
off. Look at
to
that.
not to forgive a cheater. I've cheated and
Exactly.
she forgave me and she stayed with me. So I don't know.
think
I
it's
felt
a
like I
different
wasn't
standard.
deserving of that.
I think it's a different standard for guys.
It is.
If
It
for
is. Come
girls.
on. You know, we're guys.
If a girl cheats
Double standards.
on me,
Look at her
hey,
face.
that's it. It's a wrap.
Glad we got a
It's a
female
wrap.
in the room.
It's
Yeah,
a wrap.
you know.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean I could forgive a cheater, but
I mean, I
staying
can
with
forgive
him,
her.
I don't
I
know.
can forgive her, but it's a wrap though.
Yeah.
It's not happening again.
So I mean, I guess I do live to the double standard
Yeah.
then, because I couldn't forgive. If it was me in her shoes, I wouldn't have stayed with myself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying? That, I mean,
So
I feel you.
yeah, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
So she cheats on you. So you cheat on her. You're like, hey, forgive me. But
Yeah.
if
I
she
know, I
cheated,
didn't
you're
ask
like,
for that.
Oh
I was-
yeah,
I was
yeah. That's
perfectly-
how. That's how.
I was perfectly
exactly
okay.
What you
That's
just
what you're
said.
saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
cool with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. But
Oh,
Yo,
so
he will-
it's
he
okay
can-
for you. It's not okay for
He just yeah, I'm at it.
Oh my
That's
God.
real.
Yeah.
I'm sticking
Yes.
to it.
Hell no.
yes,
You wildin'.
what? Yes, 100.
I have been on both sides of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
I have cheated and I have been cheated on. And I can say in both times there was forgiveness on both sides of the fence. The man forgave me. So that instance was, you know what I'm saying, he forgave. I told him, I owned up to it. Matter of fact, the next day, it was kind of a special circumstance what happened. But let's say there was a lot of alcohol and I blacked out type of
Yeah.
situation.
Oh,
that
wake
happens.
up, wake
That
up.
happens too.
No.
But guess
Oh,
what? It's still
no.
a wrap. It's still a wrap.
Oh no.
No, and I came to him and I was like, yo, like this is what it took me. I mean, I had to go to work the next day, and after work, he was like, what's going on? You ain't come, to the crib, and I'm just like, came to the crib. We were dating for a little while, maybe a few months, maybe 6 months or so.
God.
And he was like,
man.
what happened? And I'm just like, I told him
He was
exactly
like,
what
"Yo,
happened.
Did you give him head? Did you give him? Oh, you gave him head. Oh,
Ooh,
No, but
see,
I-
that's
that's a wrap.
yeah,
Did you
see-
kiss him?
It was
Nah,
like I
whatever.
said, it was a. It
I'm gonna
was
let that slide.
certain
Details.
the details of it were.
They are very important.
No,
Yes.
I was very, like
Very
I said,
pertinent
I was very highly intoxicated. This is when I was before my allergy to alcohol kicked off. I used to drink, and I got really messed up. Anyway, I went to him, and he was like, "This is exactly what he said." He was like, he just looked at me. He said, "Take a shower, get in bed. I'm going to the gym. I'll be right back."
I don't know what that means.
yeah, I don't know what that means.
So he came back.
That's so open.
He came back, and
some
we were
steam.
still in a
Yeah, yeah, he
we
probably-
were still
yeah,
in a
he
rela-
did
he used to
know
play ball, so he used
Oh,
he
he
used to
played
Did
play
he go
basketball.
to the gym or did he go
He
to
went
the
to
gym?
the gym.
Which gym are we referring to right now? Did
went
he
to the
really
gym.
go
He
to the gym?
He
He
worked
worked
out.
out. He worked out his problem. I mean, regardless, if that's what happened, whether he went to the gym or he went to the gym, I mean, he came back and he was willing to stick with me. And then, yeah, so, and then being on the other side of being cheated on, I have been forced to, okay, do I want to forgive this person, you know what I'm saying, for what they did? And I'm like, it took a lot, but I was like, you know what, in the long run, I understand people are human, right? And you have to ask yourself, like, okay, how much are you willing to accept from this person? And is this person really worth, you know what I'm saying, like sticking it out? And, is the tomorrow's brighter than, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how I felt. And I felt like I was willing to sit there and stick with them. And then it became like a habit. And then eventually it was like, okay, we're done. Now we're done. You know what I'm saying? But because I felt like it was worth it at the time, you know what I'm saying, to try to work things out because of the situation, because of the severity or how serious our relationship was. I mean, it wasn't just boyfriend, girlfriend, you know what I mean? So I kind of just was like, okay, well, I feel like I can, maybe this is part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I
growing
didn't know.
process.
I'm not saying it was part of it, but I mean, I looked at he was young, and I was like, maybe I just got to deal with it. His, young impulses or his inexperience. Let me rephrase it. His inexperience in relationships.
Impulse wasn't bad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That
I
too.
think
That's a
impulse was
good
a
word.
better word.
It's definitely an impulse.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
selfish impulse.
Right. And I
can rock
stuck
with
with
that.
it, and I mean, in the end, I finally was fed up, and I was like, nah, I'm done. But I did forgive a cheater, and I was forgiven. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I forgave. It's something that I know I'm willing to do for somebody that I really feel that strong. It's not for everybody. Some people, it's like, I'm out. We're done.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
that
that
person.
guy, yeah, I'm
I'm,
with you
I'm
on that.
definitely.
It's case by case.
Yeah.
It's
It
no
It's not
case
just
file.
little straggler on the street, you know what I'm saying? I met like the other day, and it's like,
And also, I mean, yeah, depends how far she go to with it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right on that. We can agree on
Yeah,
that. We good on
cheating.
that. It
Wait,
depends
if
what
she
happens.
cheating and the dude paying money or whatever, and he
Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh yeah, you can pay my light bill,
hey,
bro.
hey,
Well, if
Hey.
he has money, it's okay.
I wasn't gonna get her
It's
pedicure.
all right.
She
it
got
might
that.
it might be okay. We might could work
Hold
something
on,
out.
wait. For the people that just joined,
Hey, yo.
my boy right here, King Takashi.
Hey, it might
Just
benefit
said
me
that
too now.
If a female is cheating, and the dude that she's cheating with is paying some money, it's cool.
He said, "I take donations,
It's cool,
man.
you
I
know, he
take
paying
donations."
Money, we making some income. It's all good.
Hey, it's a business now.
You wild. as
It,
hell.
it turns into a business now.
Nah,
Hey,
it's a
look,
business.
how
I
much?
can't even
Hey,
say
how
that.
much?
I
Hey,
said
how
that
much? Hey,
girl. I
hey,
said
look,
that
how
your
much? Hey, look, how much we can get up out of him now?
Oh, it's a team thing now. Oh, now it's a team thing.
Hey.
So it's money. So if there's money involved, we're good to go. Cheating is okay if there's money
That's
involved.
foul.
If you getting paid,
People do
cheating
it.
is
Hey,
cool.
look,
Play, flag on
Hey,
the
look.
play.
People do anything.
Hey,
for
people
that
do it all the
He's
dollar.
time.
always the one that's like, oh, if there's money involved, it's cool. I'm like, okay.
That's
At the
the
end of
ones
the
you stay
day,
away
man,
from,
But you know
y'all.
what? That
That's
does.
the
I
ones
mean,
you
if you
stay
think
away
about a lot
from.
of the like couples that are in those kind of situations, like celebrity couples, like dating like musicians and artists and you know, come on, you know they out
Yeah.
there doing a thing and they still stuck. Okay, let's talk like Fab.
Like Will and
And it's,
Jada.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, all that.
T.I. and Tiny, you know,
Open
Tiny-
relationships,
you messing
It
with
sells.
Floyd Mayweather. You messing with
Threesomes.
Floyd Mayweather.
If that was, you know, from the get go, like okay, you know,
You messing
open
with Money
relationships are
Mayweather.
cool, okay, but that's that's my
Man,
my
it's cool,
baby
man.
ain't-
I'm telling you, at the end of the day,
if
you
you
see
my
the-
shorty, you my shorty. Ain't none of that extra shit.
Yeah.
Like you, I don't care who got money, how much they got. It's not a go for me.
I mean, what happened to loyalty? I don't know.
Yeah.
That died
I
these
hate
days.
That is
No,
loyalty.
loyalty was just
It's like,
fake
look, hey,
around,
go
so-
out and get my money now.
So you're prostituting your girls.
Hey,
No, I
he ain't
ain't saying
denying it.
that.
He ain't denying
I ain't
it.
saying it like that, but it's like a rap after that. It's already been a rap, so might as well
Might
make money
now.
off of it.
He said now, shoot, might as well.
So
Yeah,
proud.
might as well make the money off of it now.
Oh, shout out to my brother in Hawaii, by the way. He on live. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
I mean, I'm just being on 100 with it.
And we got Terry Gilman. If y'all vibe, why let that go over a
Oh
mistake?
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. T, come
Why
on,
let that
come on,
over
T,
mistake?
come
I
on,
mean-
T.
Vibes.
Like I said, it depends on. I think every situation
Case
is
by
different.
case.
Truly,
Case by case.
truly. I
Come
think
on,
so.
T. You know the vibe dies sometimes.
Yeah.
You're
The
right.
vibe dies.
feel it.
You
Fire is
saw
gone.
that fairy tale
But
in
no,
the
but
beginning.
not all relationships are gonna be always like they say. It's a constant. Like you gotta constantly. It's not always gonna be that honeymoon phase where it's like happy and great. There's gonna be some rough patches.
Right.
Just because the fire, that's when you come back and you got to go strong. Because relationships are work.
I feel like it
Yeah.
depends on what your goals are, what both of your goals are. If you are with the person and you want to be with them long term, then yeah, you could work it out.
Well, of
But if
course.
you're like myself here, who is enjoying the single
Case
life,
by
then
case. I
your
mean, but-
patience is really, really
right,
slim.
right.
It's
because
really
then
slim.
you
I'm
don't
not gonna
right.
tolerate that.
You know what I mean?
Keep
It's just
moving.
like, all right,
Well,
cool.
because then
next.
you're like, next. I mean, you're right because you're like, it's not really a big deal because you're not even looking for that to be anything long term anyway. So
Right.
I mean,
nothing
yeah.
special.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Just a flame.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like being single too much.
Mm.
To put up with it, you know. I like to be able to. I can't read a book and entertain a conversation. I can't listen to the music I want to listen to and then talk to you at the same time. I can't go where I want to go when I want to and do what I want.
Well,
and
I
I
think you
have
gotta
to
find somebody that you
you
can
know
really
what I mean?
vibe with like that. Not everybody can have
There's
that
always
same.
gonna be that other person you got to think about. I just like thinking about me. You know?
No, you're right. You're
It's a
right.
phase.
I like doing my own
Stage of life.
thing without having
No,
to worry
you're
about hurting
absolutely
anybody's
right.
feelings.
Right.
You know, I care, but then it's like
No appropriation for you.
really, really care about myself too.
Right. You're right. I'm kind of in a selfish place in my life as well. You know what I'm saying? Where I kind of want to do the things I want to do as far as like where I'm going to go, you know what I mean? Like, and not have to worry about, because I'm around a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I have late hours and stuff like that. And you're right. You got to be considerate of certain things.
You
I
gotta
don't
make
know what the hell
sacrifices.
phase I'm in, bro. I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know.
I'm not
what phase
opposed
I'm
to
in.
being in a relationship. I'm really not opposed to being in a relationship, but I'm also not seeking one out. If that makes sense. Like I'm not out here just like, yeah, I'm trying
Single but
You,
looking.
you know,
What's
in a
going on?
relationship,
Not
you got to
looking.
make sacrifices.
So,
I'm
single
not willing
and-
to
well,
make
and
right
that's
now.
what I know.
As of right
And
now.
that's what I know. And I'm like, right now, I'm like, if you ain't following me, then I can't.
I know what phase you're in. You're just taking it day by day. That's all.
Yeah.
Jan,
Right.
all right, so Two Rose just said, shout out to Two Rose, DJ Two Rose. He said if your girl cheat on you, then you just ain't doing it right.
hey, that could be a possibility.
My
You're not-
grandfather
you're not-
told me that. He said,
Yeah,
"What
you're not
you
laying
don't
the pipe
do,
right.
someone else will." So
yeah. I
That
made a
is-
video about that too. Like
You
a
talking
couple
about
years
if a
ago.
girl? You talking about if your girl cheats?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not laying the pipe right.
You're
No,
not laying
no,
the
it
pipe,
may
or
be
you're
something
Not, you might not be
along
laying the
other
pipe
lines,
right.
you
You're
know
not
what I mean?
emotionally. No, she might.
You
not
don't
be
listen
attracted-
to her enough.
Right.
You're not
I
listening
mean, I
to
think
her
that's
enough.
completely
I
a
mean,
possibility. I know.
it's a
No,
lot
that's
of
what it
stuff.
Oh,
is.
your man
It could
don't
be
listen to you.
physical,
Oh, you
emotional,
call me
it could
whenever
be-
That's
you
what
need
it
it,
is.
bro.
stuff, yeah.
Emotionally, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Emotionally,
You're
absolutely.
not taking care of.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
We got
financially.
L saying, "I don't agree that cheating is a mistake. It's something that's like
You thought about it. You thought
Well,
about
I
it
mean,
long
they
before,
have
and he's
to-
got a point.
Yeah, they think. Yeah, they have to think about
You
it.
always think about
But
it. You're like,
the other person is doing something that.
Well, okay, so let's separate guys and
always.
females.
Not
No,
always.
let's separate.
Somebody's doing something wrong that they have
Not
to fill.
Not
necessarily.
always.
They
Not
got to fill that
always.
void.
Do you no? But I've heard that when it comes, like they say, when men cheat, it can be purely physical, and when women cheat, it's
Absolutely,
emotional.
absolutely, absolutely.
100%.
No emotions involved.
That's why
at
men
all.
have such a problem with women cheating because
Because
they feel
women
like
are
there's.
so emotionally driven. We already know.
Well, they say when you have sex, the same thing that happens when a woman gives birth, like when that
like a mother's love for their
the
child.
mother that the
Yeah.
connection physiologically. I'm talking about on a physiological level when a woman gives birth.
That
Right.
makes
That
a lot of
same
sense to me.
the same things that happen like in your brain to like connect you with your child
Right.
is the same thing that happens when a woman has sex.
That we
So
don't
that's
get.
why
So,
women,
like,
when
yeah,
after
we
you
are.
have you ever wondered why after women have sex with a
They
man,
change.
they're
They
like,
change- yeah,
it's
they
just like,
change.
why you wait a minute, like what's going on? So it's that same,
It's
it's,
a
the
fact.
bonding.
It is.
fact.
It is. Somebody's
It's
disagreeing.
proven.
Somebody's disagreeing.
So
I
it's
think.
like the bonding of a, you know what I mean? Like,
It's a few, people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
where the ladies' opinion at? on
Yeah,
this?
well, I don't see too many on there.
I don't
well,
know.
no, right here she's saying it was a decision that was made. Absolutely, yeah, cheating was a decision that was made. I mean,
Oh,
that
shout
is
out to
something
Chi.
that definitely.
I talked to her in a minute.
Something that definitely you have to
Sammy
make a
Choi.
conscious decision
Happy
to do,
birthday, Sammy.
like unless you're under circle.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Sammy. It is his
Happy
birthday
birthday,
today.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
party tonight.
Sammy!
Happy birthday.
Asia tonight.
Hey.
I will be at G Club
Yeah.
tonight later on. For the IS concert.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna
Is
be-
it as an area?
It's at both.
I'm
I'm going to the
so
Japanese
before
one.
and after.
Yeah.
for sure.
Trying to go to that Japanese
Shout out to
only.
Sammy. Happy birthday.
Shout out to Sammy. It is his birthday. Yes,
Oh.
you got
Asia
that event tonight.
I won't be there.
We gotta play some music, you know,
All right,
and then we gotta
all right.
pay some bills, you know.
Hi.
Hi. So.
We are coming back. The Heat 76.1 is sponsored by RGC, Revolution Gentlemen's Club. $20 to get in, $20 dances, VIP $200. There's $5 Wednesdays where you get $5 drink and beer specials. Every Thursday's ladies' night. So you get in free. And there is a happy hour. We have a good time on Thursday nights. Celebrity Sunday, guest dancers on the last Sunday of the month. RGC is located a minute walk from Lawson, outside the commissary gate 5 of Camp Foster, if y'all are familiar with that, right on 58. Yeah. So, yeah, I have definitely, I've been to RGC. I've had a good time. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to RGC. Appreciate y'all sponsoring us this month.
Yeah,
All right, so that song.
All right, so that song that
just played
on the station, that would be "Get You Right," featuring Super Soaker, Jackie 42, and Blake Neal. We have a joint album coming out this month. It's coming out later this month called Whirlpool. So please just be on the lookout for that. And also we'll be performing at the Celebrity Sunday. So make sure y'all come out and check us out. July 30th.
Get them tickets.
July 30th.
July 30th.
We got tickets for you. So just
Get
come
them
out.
tickets. All right, so
What inspired that song?
Ooh. What inspired the song?
Yeah, what inspired the song? Let's talk about that.
Okay. Y'all wanna
What
know
girl
what's-
inspired that? You know?
Y'all want to know what inspired the song? So
Yeah.
"Get You Right," the whole song is based off our perspectives for how we deal with women. Like if you just listen to it, if you just listen to the lyrics of the song is based off of how we actually do deal with women, a woman that we care about. Okay, so women who matter. You know, some women
Who are relevant.
Some women are not, as relevant as others. I'm gonna just say that, as relevant as others. So
Yeah,
that's
you
what
made it clear
the
now.
song was.
Definitely.
So what
For the
makes
important
let me ask then. Hold on. So what makes a woman relevant in your world, Soaker?
In Super Soaker's
In
world.
Super
Yeah,
Soaker's
Super Soaker.
world, you know what I'm saying? Because we always ask the people to come in. What makes a woman relevant in your world?
All right, so I'm gonna just give you the average woman, or I'm not gonna say the average woman. How can I word this? Okay, yeah. So basically, how I think about it is that any woman. I'm not gonna say any woman, but women in general. You know what I'm saying, they have different ways that they can, different things that they have that are, that set them apart from other women, right?
Okay.
So
they all have different qualities.
yeah, women have different qualities, and I look for certain qualities that are not so.
You don't have to sugarcoat
guess so
it.
common,
Give me
right?
three.
Just go.
3. So a woman that can excite me with conversation.
Oh, intellect.
Intellect.
Yeah.
Like
I
I love
agree.
that. It's hard to find though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right, that's
a woman
true.
that can excite me with intellect is beautiful. I love it because I can get that other kind of excitement anytime. You know what I'm
Social
saying?
media
it's
is
too easy.
killing social skills.
Social
Yeah,
media.
yeah. I just seen a
Yo,
post like that.
Social media
Yeah.
is definitely
On the side
killing
right now.
social skills. So
right. So it is difficult for even me to find somebody that you can actually have a conversation with and actually, have that.
Yeah, put
Right.
the phones down and have a conversation and see.
Right.
You gotta
Yeah.
see what's up.
Okay, number 2.
Okay, so intellect. Number 2, I really like a pretty face. I really do. Like it's just some people like, oh man, why the hell? I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Like I really do. You know what I'm saying? And somebody who takes care of themselves and smells nice. Those things are important to me as well.
So just, hygiene and looks good. Okay, so
Hygiene,
would that
looks
be
good,
3 would be
intellect.
hygiene, so 2 would be pretty face, and the first one would be intellect?
we can say that. Yeah.
So
Okay.
beauty, mind,
Yeah.
And hygiene.
Things are important.
hygiene.
Those are
Personal
important
appearance.
things.
Mine
What
is
about you,
important.
Daryl? Let's
Three
turn it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, definitely
It's
intellect.
3 things that
I'm gonna
okay.
take that. But
I like the
woman-
intellect.
Intellect one.
Intellect definitely
no.
is top of my
That'll be
list.
2.
Okay, what's
Number
one?
one for me is a woman who knows how to listen to music, like thoroughly listen to music, like how I listen to music, like lyrics, everything, like beat, all that. Gotta have a good music
Compatibility,
background. Either your talents, you can
Right,
sing.
you are really when it
I-
comes to music, he's
I will-
like
I will pick it
songs,
apart.
It's
like,
actually
if
kind of
you're on the
amazing.
same, if we can vibe through music, we can vibe
It's
through a lot.
actually
'cause
really amazing,
If you
his
think about when
ability.
people write music, it sparks conversation, like what
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
been through, like what inspired the song, whatever it was, and then you can put yourself in that scenario, and boom, the conversation started from there. So, music definitely got to be. You gotta have a pedicure, you know what I mean? You gotta take care of the feet. No. There's a reason for that though, because my grandmother always told me if you meet a woman and she always takes care of her feet, then she takes care of everything else. You start from the bottom up. You
Bottom
feel
up.
me? So when I look for a woman, it's definitely got to be summertime. Them toes got to be out. You know what I mean? So we can see what's up with
You
that.
lick
We can go
toes,
from
bro?
there.
You suck on toes?
If the time is right, then it's not much I won't do. You gotta be special though.
Word
You
to
gotta be
that.
special.
Word to that, me brother. Word to that, me brother.
Yes,
Each
sir.
his own,
Yeah.
So you don't suck
Oh,
toes.
No, I don't.
Not
You're not
everybody.
sucking
Come
toes.
I
on.
don't
You
suck
ain't
toes,
sucking
don't eat
toes?
ass, don't do none of that.
You just gonna slide that in there and just keep going,
I'm
huh?
just not gonna act like
What-
that.
what did he just
You
say?
missed it.
I did.
He said he don't suck toes or
Don't eat ass.
No
Eat.
sphincter
right.
action for him.
Yeah.
Oh, no sphincter action.
sphincter
I thought you said we
pleasures.
can't use the certain words.
We can use that
No
word, but
sphincter
yeah.
pleasures.
Sphincter.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
let
Devin
everybody
said
know.
what?
It's not going to happen.
He just had to make that clear.
Okay, well,
I don't post on it like some people do, but I just don't do it.
Word.
It's
Word
not-
to that, me brother.
Yeah.
so no eating that.
No,
meat.
no.
I feel like we always talk about that.
It's a
It's
topic.
a running theme on the show.
It has to be.
Depends. It depends on how special.
But
you
we
are.
always have
Matter of
different
fact, I
guests
think,
too, so I
yeah.
like to hear
It depends.
people's opinion about what they like or what kind of woman
It'd have to be
you know
an
what I'm saying, or
accident.
what kind of man or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like gets them off.
Yeah.
But-
So it definitely depends. Shout out to my ex.
agree.
Shout out to his ex.
Spent 4 years. You don't think that went down? Come on now.
That's a long
Hello.
one. I ain't never did for you.
All right, so I got another question for y'all. Preference, sex in a pool, in the water, beach.
Hell no. Sorry.
What are your thoughts behind sex? In some water, shower, anything. that
I've
has
done
to
it.
do with
Shower.
A
shower's
shower,
okay.
that happens.
I was
in a
young.
month, you know what I'm saying? Last 7 days, when the time of the month comes around.
Yep.
You got
Shower
to
is
get in
definitely
the shower.
popping for that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So y'all ain't just
This is new to me.
So y'all are not having. So you're not just like laying a towel down and just going in.
Nah,
No,
hell no,
definitely.
hell no. We ain't messing up my sheets.
The opportunity.
Yeah, that shit
It's
might bleed
there.
through. Yeah,
Come on, we talked about this.
yeah.
If
It
the
ain't
opportunity
happening.
arises, you take advantage of the opportunity.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, I have
But-
had sexual. You
You
know
right,
what I'm
you
saying?
right.
If you-
Yeah,
Don't feel
matter of fact, I
dealing
seen
with
somebody
all
post
then,
something
yeah,
about
definitely
that.
let
in
it
the
wash down the
shower.
drain. You know what I mean? That's what the drain's there for. But if you
I
don't
guess.
have that, it is what it is.
Yeah, we're not messing up the sheets. No.
Well, I don't like sex in the water because I always feel like it takes away from
The
the,
lubrication
feeling.
is lacking in the
Like
water.
I've had sex
lubrication
in a
is
pool.
different.
I've done the whole shower thing. I don't have a problem
It's like that
with the
squeaky
shower.
clean effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like the,
yeah, that's no good. You know exactly what I
The
mean.
natural lubrication is
Yeah,
better
yeah,
than
yeah.
water.
Yeah,
yes,
facts.
that's what I.
gotta keep the
absolutely
oils,
agree
you know what I mean?
with. Yeah,
You
just
feel
the,
me?
Do you
That's just
feel
how
me?
it is.
Literally,
You
do
feel
you feel me?
Yeah, it's like no.
I like the
don't
hot
feel
tub.
you, I
Probably
feel
better.
the
The hot
water.
tub is probably better. I don't know.
Because you
about
like
the
hot
pool.
water.
Yeah.
Gets the
pool
blood
water.
flowing, right?
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Hot water not good for your skin.
Not mine.
Yeah, I'm
anyway.
just
I mean, it's
not
good
a
for my
fan
skin. Shit,
of
look, see how light I am?
big bodies of
Ashy as
it is
hell.
good. I can say
And
that
that's
it's
why.
very sexy to like be with somebody in the water and you're kind of like working up to it. You know what I'm
Yeah, then
saying?
we
Where you're
can
like
get
in the
out.
water with them, but we can get out and go back to the
Facts.
room. You know what I'm saying? Or to the house. I mean, if,
Or you can
know,
Man, that's
start
it.
right
hey,
there.
Or to the
hey,
car.
Or you can start there and
or
finish
to the
there.
or to the bathroom stall.
Whatever's closest.
Yeah.
But I mean, actually in the water.
Come on. Public sex is what's up.
Hey,
Hey,
low
no,
key.
no.
public sex.
All right, since
Come
we
on
since
now.
we on this topic, I'm gonna talk about this. Actually happened. I was young. I was like 17 on a little vacay with my girl
A couple years ago.
down in Myrtle Beach. Right.
Oh, yo.
Oh, you from East
Hold
Coast.
on.
East Coast.
Let's
What's
hear her
up?
story.
Yeah, we hear this one.
I'm from Detroit, by the way, but we went down to Myrtle Beach, and we was like rabbits, bro. We was just, you know what I'm saying. She had her little pill, you know. Y'all know what I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just whatever, you know, at any time, every time,
That's
you know.
exciting.
So yeah, it is.
Yo,
So you know, we was on the
word.
water, whatever, early in the day. You know, I took her out to eat. You know, we went parasailing. That shit was boring as hell, but she liked it. You know, so it's all good. And then we ended up at a pool. We just ended up at a little pool or whatever, and it was kind of I don't even know we were supposed to be in this pool. But it was like outside of a hotel, and it was middle of the day, like 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
But it was some little kids in it at first, and then they just kind of, left. And then we was just looking around, and there was people in another pool, like maybe 30 feet away. She was on top of me, and she just, shoot, boom, bang,
Bam.
wham,
That's
bam.
cool. That's cool.
Thank you, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? No. But
I
it was
have
just
I have had a similar experience, except the people were in the same pool. They were on the other end.
they
of
were
the
on.
pool.
They were doing it, or you
no,
were?
we were doing it, and so
I
they
bet
were
y'all
on the
thought
other-
y'all was
they
low
were
key.
on the other end of the pool.
They thought they was low key. They knew.
They
Yeah,
knew. I
they
think. I mean,
definitely
no,
do.
they knew.
Come
They
on.
were.
They definitely
They're
look.
They
hip.
knew. They were friends of us. They were over on the other side, and
It's
me
like,
and
yo.
him, we were in Thailand
It was like-
and
Thailand.
staying at a really
That's
nice
the place to
little
do that.
condo. There
What
was nobody
state?
else in the pool. The pool was always empty all day. It was like afternoon, like maybe like 4 or 5 in the evening. Sun was still out. We was on
Yeah,
the,
I
we
ain't
was
give
over
a
on the
shit.
other end, and things.
What
was
happens
going
in
down,
Thailand
and-
stays in
But
Thailand.
I just don't
Not
really
anymore.
like I said, when it comes down to like the feeling and stuff. I just don't. I don't really like it.
Yeah, but another thing, you got to think you're not the only person that had that thought either.
Right.
As far as bacteria is concerned, I'm a
Right.
big guy on that.
Right.
Let's you can't avoid it, but we can talk about it though, because
Mm.
plenty of other couples have been in that
Oh yeah.
and be like, let's just get it popping real quick, and then somebody else, in like a half hour later, maybe. Oh yeah,
Well,
let's get
actually,
it
we
Well, I
popping
mean,
were,
the
real
we
quick.
pool's
were like
pretty
one of the
clean,
first
though.
guests at this place.
As far as we know, it's clean.
I mean, unless
It
some
looks
of the
clean.
workers. I mean, though some of the workers may have been in
Man,
there.
I knew they putting the chemicals in.
Come on, the pool guy.
Yeah.
The pool guy.
Oh, the
Come
pool
on now.
boy. The pool boy.
The
Hey, the pool boy might be laying pipe too.
That's what I'm saying.
Low key.
That's
I mean,
a regular
we
for
are-
Let
him.
me clean your pool.
We all humans.
Low key.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
no
Definitely.
man can do it. Pool boy.
Okay, so so let's go on. What about got some new people in here? The craziest thing y'all have done while having sex. While having sex.
Wow,
Now you can
that's-
interpret this however you want to
Oh,
interpret.
it's gonna be hard.
So wow.
But
having sex.
some people are like, maybe it's not too crazy. Maybe it's like plain Jane.
All right, yeah, that's.
Honestly,
it depends on what you
I'm
think is
thinking
crazy.
my the ice cream experience is probably top of my list on mine.
Oh, when you stuck a
Yeah,
popsicle in a
yeah,
girl's
yeah,
special place
Yeah.
slot.
Yeah.
You just stuck the popsicle
yeah,
in.
I was
Did she go? Ooh.
Yeah, she liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Did she do that?
Yeah, yeah. She
That's
like
intense.
after a
I
while
had ice cream
it started
and that
melting,
was
and I was
something
like,
else.
yeah.
Okay, so you and the popsicle. That's still your story. What about you, Daryl?
I don't know. I'm a little adventurous, so I can't really.
Man,
Pick.
you gotta let it
That's how
out,
I
yo.
feel,
Pick one.
Hey,
For real.
yeah, you gotta let it out, man.
one.
Can I go? Can I think about it for a second? I need to
Oh,
pick a
yeah.
good one.
Okay.
You know
what
what I mean?
about
You in
you?
the same boat,
I
right?
got one.
Oh, you got one? Here
Yeah,
we
just
go.
tell it. Just let it happen.
See?
Let it rip it.
So, this is a true story. I can't make this shit up.
Hashtag facts.
Ish.
Oh,
So, I was chilling with Shorty or whatever, and she gave me we just wanted to. We both work in the medical field, so
oh,
she wanted to give me an IV.
oh! Wait a minute. Oh.
I don't know where this is going. I have no idea where
I
this is going.
had a
know.
story like this too when I was in the Marine Corps
Oh
too.
my
but-
God.
So
Wow.
you trying to one
I was
up?
on
No, he
dude.
don't.
No,
he don't.
You gotta
no,
finish.
I'm talking about
It's
the
ice
IV.
cream.
You gotta
the
finish.
IV thing.
Let him finish.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish though.
You gotta
but
finish.
I gotta
The
get
IV
it.
just brought back
Kanye
memories.
ass. I'm gonna let you finish.
Go ahead.
All right, so she wanted to give me an IV, and I was like, all right, cool. No. It was just an IV.
no, cool.
That was all that was supposed to happen. You feel me? So because we both in the medical field, so we were kind of practicing. We had YouTube on and
okay,
everything. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah.
So, she gave me the IV, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just sitting there, I can't really do much. I got the IV in my arm. We was in a room and everything. We just had it on the wall, on one of her little hooks on the wall. And then, I'm just chilling. I had my shirt off, and then she started, what I'm saying, licking my nipples and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Sensitive.
Give me
The
kiss,
sensitive
give
spot,
me,
yeah.
give me kisses and stuff like that. And eventually she ended up at little homie or whatever. And then she said,
Sucking you off.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Getting that
And I
brain.
still got the IV in. So I'm just like,
Oh
all
shit.
right, you know what I'm saying? This what's up. This is a
Getting this nutrients.
it's a life story.
Hydration.
I'm getting all the
Hydration.
health right here, right? I
Oh
felt
my gosh.
And then then she ended up doing. She went the whole 9 with the IV in my arm. I was sitting in the computer chair, and she did her damn thing.
So that
you
gets
know
her
what I'm saying?
off. Look at her. That's why she's
Yeah.
in the medical field.
That was some
Wonder
shit
what she
right
does
there.
with the rest of her patients.
Yeah, that was some shit.
Shout
right
out to
That
her.
was-
Hey, if you
Yeah,
go see
yeah,
her
that
at
was
the hospital,
intense.
gentlemen.
Yeah, that was definitely
If you-
intense.
there. That was some shit.
Way intense.
Well, man, I ain't got nothing to top that.
Well,
Me either.
That wasn't
I
even in the
have-
plan.
I
That
have
My
an
IV story wasn't even
experience-
like that. It was.
No, I have an
It was
experience
PG.
of something
Got
that I did.
family on this. Damn.
So
I don't even know if I want to tell. Go ahead.
Well, okay, so there
Love you,
was a
Mom.
point in my life. Well, I'm just a very open person when it comes to sex and willing to try things. You know what I'm saying? And me and him had this great idea because we had like a list of things to do, right? So we had already had sex like on the ship.
A sex
You know what I'm
list.
saying?
was like-
The
on
bucket
the,
list.
on the ship. Yeah, there was a list, right? Had sex outside at some mall, like outdoor mall. You know what I'm saying? Right in the right on the side. And then we were driving down the street one day, and he was like, "Yo," I was like, "Yo, have you ever had sex while you were driving?"
Dangerous.
Wait, yeah, that's.
So
I wish I had that
what
button
happened
right
was, since I only have so much time, so what happened was he sat in the driver's chair,
Shout out to
laid the
RJ.
driver's seat back
all the way back.
all the way back.
All the
So
way
his
back.
feet were on the gas pedal and the brake. That was
That's
his
it.
job.
He was trusting your vision.
Yeah.
He was trusting my vision, but I was also putting my life in his hands and trusting that he would stop the car.
You had the steering wheel.
Adrenaline.
You could, you could swerve.
Adrenaline
it.
sex.
I see
So
the picture.
I sat on his lap while I inserted him into me, and I sat on his lap with the steering wheel.
Insert.
And
I just saw that visual.
Yo, I'm like, that's
We-
bad for communication because you could be like, slow down, and he could
and
be
he
like,
could be like, right.
what I
Right.
mean?
So you get that?
Oh my
So we're
God.
driving down the street, and it's like a 2-lane, but there's like lanes for turning, and we're coming up to like a red light, and there were cars, and there were cars like in front of us, or it was like slowing down. It was about to be red, and I was like, stop. And he didn't know what I meant
If
by
you said
stop.
it like that, yeah.
No, I was like, no, stop, push on the brake. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because
yeah.
I was like, yo, and then he just like hit the brake. I mean, luckily he hit the brake, and I was just like, this is so dangerous.
Yeah.
So
What-
we
what time
ended
of
up
day was
pulling
this?
over.
That's arousing.
What time of day was there
This
traffic?
like 10. No, it was really late. It was probably like 11 p.m., like
Okay.
almost midnight.
I'm thinking
so it was
rush
really
hour.
late. No, it wasn't rush hour. It was at night.
Shout out
So we ended up pulling over
Happy
by a
birthday.
rice field, and because there were farms, pulling over a rice field and just finishing because that was just like there was no way I could just keep going. And
That's
then
living
like,
on the edge
Shots
right
Yeah.
there.
survived.
but that was a crazy
Facts.
experience.
But did
I
you
had.
die?
Yeah, but
I'm still here.
You're still
I
here.
am
She was
still
very
here.
much alive.
I am very much alive.
That night.
I am very much alive. It was really good.
Well, damn.
So what about you? Have you thought of anything?
Oh, I can't top any
You,
one of
you
those.
can't top. We're not
Well,
looking
hey,
for
you
to
got about
top
30
it.
seconds to tell that story, man.
30 seconds
Yeah.
at a playground. And I know she is watching right now.
Oh.
It was like maybe 8 p.m. after it rained, so you know the mosquitoes were out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
The
you're down
worst
south.
decision I
Yeah.
ever made in my life. Absolutely. So we had mosquito bites in unforgiving places. But that was probably like the craziest. There were children still outside. It just, it was dark. I was like, I'm dark. They can't see me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got the flash on. We
Whatever
good.
you got to tell yourself, you know what I'm
I
saying?
just took the condom
to-
and just, you know what I mean? It was probably on a slide somewhere, for real.
Well, if
Yeah.
you're listening, remember tonight, Area Asia, for Sammy's birthday and Ayaz. Shout out to him because, you know what I'm saying, he always be
Just say
looking
what up.
out. What up, Sammy? Today, birthday, you know what I'm saying? At Area Asia,
Like Area
Ayaz. After, you know what I'm saying? What is it? 8 to
Oh,
12,
yeah.
right?
That's his new
8 to
year.
12 area. Yeah, this is going to be his
This
birthday.
is
It's
your
gonna be
new
crazy.
year, brother.
Sammy
I
is
went
gonna
to the
be
last
so
one.
drunk.
Yeah, he will be.
I went.
Sammy is going to be extremely drunk.
Yes, he will be.
I love Sammy.
Sammy's the bull.
Sammy's going to be turned all the way up.
We know.
Shout out to Sammy. Shout out to Sammy.
Shout out to RJ. Shout out to RJ
Yeah.
too.
All right, so we're
Let's
coming to a
do so for
close for
category
this
5.
Saturday.
We'll see y'all next
It was
week.
really good to have y'all here. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you,
Yeah,
Soker.
definitely
We
fun.
really appreciate it. Might have to ask you back.
I'm-
Hey.
You know,
Yep.
It's all
So we're
good.
gonna come through. So we're gonna
appreciate
come.
it. Appreciate it.
come. No doubt.
So another
Shout out
happy
Jackie
Saturday.
42, like,
Yes,
burn
shout
the
out to
ground.
everybody.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All
same
right.
time.
Same time, 7 to 8 Saturday nights. The Heat.